Hi, everyone. I hope that you are looking forward to a great end of the semester. I wanted to let you know that this is going to be our final. So if you please follow along, I am going to be making some changes to this final, which I think you will enjoy. So please do not end the video now and get on and say I'm going to do all these things because you're going to end up doing far more than what I am expecting. So, for your final, I'm just going to scroll down to here. You are not going to do a personal narrative, and I am not going to require you to do the feedback to me. This letter of advice is actually a letter. I'm actually going to have you do a letter, write an informal letter to yourself. Okay? An informal letter to yourself. So you can say, Dear Abby from Abby, all right? So, but it's going to be from you to yourself. And what I want you to do is write a letter to yourself to the person you were in the beginning of the semester. What advice would you give to that person coming in? Okay? Think about your highs and lows this semester. We have had a very interesting semester, an unprecedented semester. Something like this has never happened before in many of our lifetimes, if ever. And so, what do you wish you knew before the semester started? What words of encouragement would you give? You could say a new student, but what would you give to yourself? Okay, I want you to think about not just this class, but maybe you've had other classes. Maybe you've had personal experiences this semester. Maybe you've had family concerns this semester. Maybe this has been the most trying semester for your relationship. I want you to really think about those things and then write back to the person that you were when you entered the classroom back in January. I know that seems like it's a long time ago, and I'm sure you're thrilled to be here in May now and not thinking about, back in January when we started. But I really want you to think, what would you tell yourself? So in this letter, you're basically going to reflect on what's happened this semester. Reflect on how you've grown. Reflect on ways that you still want to grow, and then write that letter back to yourself. From those months ago, if you could if knowing what you know now, what advice would you give yourself? This is going to be an informal letter, but that doesn't mean that grammar and spelling and punctuation don't count. I'm expecting, good grammar, good punctuation. I'm expecting you to review and edit your own paper. But if you notice, I took quite a bit away, but we're still going to count this as the final. So as soon as you get this done, you'll be good to go. I did send you out all an email about your synthesis papers. And I know that I haven't released any grades yet. And the reason that I did that is because of this unprecedented time. A lot of your grade, I'm adding effort. And I really applaud those of you who have stuck with me during this time. So do not be afraid as long as you've completed the assignments that I've asked you to, as long as you've kept in communication with me, as long as you've made a plan with me if you need to make a plan. But I really think all of you have been super duper successful. Many of you have been super successful. Some of us are still getting there, and that's okay. But many of you have been super successful this semester, and I would give yourself a big pat on the back. I am going to be opening up a Dropbox for this final, so feel free to put it in the Dropbox, and this will be the final assignment that you have. Please, please, please email me if you need anything. I am here to support you, okay? It's been a pleasure, and let me know if you need anything regarding this final or anything else.